Hi, everyone. Today I'm going to be focusing on a familiar topic, sleep. And we are going to look at 5 English phrasal verbs related to sleeping. Now, I know a lot of people sleep. I slept last night. And also today we're going to be looking at 2 Toeic questions. So let's learn these key phrasal verbs. Here's the first one, sleep over. If you sleep over at someone's house, you spend a night at someone else's house or an apartment. It's often unplanned or last minute. The common form is person sleeps over at another person's house. For example, I left late from the club and missed the last train. Fortunately, Layla's apartment was nearby, so I slept over at her place. I slept over at Layla's. Another example, when I was a child, I would often sleep over at my friend's house or vice versa. And vice versa means the opposite. My friend would often sleep over at my house. Now, the noun for the phrasal verb sleep over is sleepover, and somebody has a sleepover. An example, I had a sleepover on my 11th birthday, and my 3 best friends spent the night at my house. My dad got mad because we were still playing video games at 4 a.m. Now, I have some questions. When was the last time you slept over at a friend's house? Why did you sleep over? And when you were a child, did you ever have sleepovers? Did you ever have a bad experience at a sleepover? So maybe you were young, you missed your parents, and so you got homesick during the sleepover. All right, the next term is to sleep through something, and that means not wake up when something happens. An example, most of her neighbors woke up during the early morning construction, but she didn't. So she slept through the early morning construction. So she didn't wake up during this. Now, some common forms with sleep through is someone sleeps through the sirens, the noise, a fire alarm, a meeting, the movie, the baby crying, etc. Now, a person that can sleep through many things is often called a deep sleeper. The next term, sleep in. To sleep in means to sleep until a later time than usual or to sleep until a later time than you planned. So, some common phrases are someone slept in until time or someone slept in, missed something. An example, after snowboarding all day, I was exhausted. I went to bed and slept in until 1 p.m. the next day. So usually I wake up at 8:30, but I slept in until 1 p.m. Another example, my meeting was at 9 a.m., but I slept in and didn't wake up until 10 a.m. And I missed the meeting. So I slept in and missed the meeting. Now I have a couple more questions. What is the latest time you've ever slept in? For me, it is 2 p.m. I slept in until 2 p.m. when I was in Cambodia one time. The next, have you ever slept in and missed an important meeting, test, etc.? Number 3, to sleep it off. This is to sleep to eliminate a hangover. So Juan says, I feel like garbage today. I had way too many drinks last night. Nicole says, why don't you go to bed and sleep it off? So sleep to eliminate the hangover. The last term, sleep on it. Sleep on it means I can't make a decision right now. I want one night to think about the situation or the decision, and I'll decide tomorrow. Example, my boss asked me if I wanted to transfer to Tokyo, but I told him that I needed to sleep on it and I'd give him an answer the next day. All right, so we looked at 5 key phrasal verbs. Once again, the first is sleep over at someone's house. So that is to spend the night. The next is to sleep through something, so not wake up during this. The third is to sleep in. So if you sleep in, you sleep longer than usual, or do not wake up at the time you expected. You wake up later. We also have sleep it off, go to sleep to remove a hangover, and to sleep on it is to not make a decision right away. It means to spend one night to think about it. So now let's go to the TOEIC questions. Here's 124. Well, we can simplify right away, and we can just simplify this to I slept and missed the first lecture. So you missed the lecture, so you probably slept in. You slept longer than you had expected. Now, if you said I overslept, not slept over, but I overslept, that would also be correct. If we go to 119, let's look at this. Well, we can eliminate although right away because after although, we need subject verb. For example, if I say, although difficulty, I was able to do the job, this is wrong. If I said, although there was difficulty, I was able to do the job, that would be correct because you have subject verb. Now, as you can see, the rest, we are looking at logic. And the best answer here is A. A lack of sleep means not enough. So I did not get enough sleep, so I wasn't able to perform well. So I'm going to use because of. Because of is followed by a noun. This is my reason. So because of a lack of sleep, if I just use because, I need subject verb, so I would say because I had a lack of sleep. But we don't have I had, so because of a lack of sleep, I didn't perform well. I wasn't able to perform well. So the best answer, of course, is A. All right, so we learned some key phrasal verbs. We can use these in TOEIC, but we can also use these in real life. So please subscribe, like, and share, and have a wonderful day.